If you have many valves in your swimming pool and you don't know which one is which, in this video I'm gonna show you which of your valves corresponds to which accessory. Let's begin. The first step is to fill completely with water the pool. This means water must be above any accessory you have. For example, I have a skimmer, so water has to be above the skimmer. And if you have any other accessory that is above the skimmer, water should be above any of those accessories. This is important because you don't want your pump to suck any air, because that can get it broken. Second step is to go to the equipment room and identify, first of all, which one is the suction line. This means the tubes that get into the pump through the side part. In this system, these two lines are the ones that get inside the pump through the side part, because any pump, regardless of the brand or type, sucks the water through the side part, just like this one. So this is the suction line in my system. After the suction line, the pump takes the water to the filter through another tube. This doesn't have any name. And finally, from the filter, there are two more lines. One is the return line, and the other is the waste line. You can identify easily which one is the waste line because of this little tube that the filter has in the waste line. Yours might look a little different than this one, but it has to be near to the tube that goes to the waste. So that's the first step. Now you have identified your suction line, your return line, and your waste line. And also, if you have any little tube getting inside the return line, that is to fill the pool. So that's the first step, is to set your filter in the filter position. Let's suppose it was before in the recirculate position, and I have to set it in the filter position. And also you have to open one valve that is in the return line. If you have more valves, like 2 or 3, just open one. This time I only have one valve, so I have it open. Remember that the valve is open when it is pointing in the direction of the tube, and it is closed when it is perpendicular to the tube line. So this way is how you open it. It was very hard. There is open. Step 4 is to open just one valve of your suction line. I'm gonna open this one. It was very hard. And once you have one valve open in the suction line and one valve open in the return line, turn on your pump and check that water is passing through the pump. This should be a normal sound of a pump, and water should look moving inside of the pump. And go to the swimming pool to see where is water coming out from. This time the returns are the ones throwing water. In my case, it is the returns, the ones that are expelling water to the pool. So I know that this valve, because it's the only one I have, but if you have more, is the returns valve or the jets valve. And also I have to identify now where is the pump sucking water from. In my swimming pool I only have two options. One is the skimmer and the other one is the main drain. So I will check for the skimmer. And as you can see, water is moving slowly here. So I can tell you that the pump is sucking water from this skimmer. But if you want to be completely sure, introduce your hand and feel the tube that, yes, I can feel it. It is sucking water. Be careful not to go all the way because your hand could hurt. So now you have the first two valves identified. One is the returns in my case, and one is the skimmer in my case. So now put the name to those two valves. First, the returns. Return. And if you want, you can also write the name in the tube. There you go. That's the returns. And now the skimmer. Skimmer. And let me put it in there. That's the skimmer one. And that's your first two valves. once you finished identifying your first valves, turn off your pump. Now close the valve you had opened and open the next one. If you have more valves in your return line, you should also close this valve and open the other one. I don't have any more, so I will leave this one open, and now I can turn the pump back again. And once again, come back to the pool and feel where the water is being sucked by the pump. I already did it, and it is sucking from the main drain of this swimming pool. So now I know pretty much all the names of my valves. As you probably guessed, it's time to put the names. This is the main drain. Main drain. And let me put it in there that way. And you knew ever since the beginning that this one, because of the side little tube of the filter, is the waste valve. So let's put the name. Waste. Oh, yeah, I got it back. It's safe. So here we go. And that is the waste valve. And also you knew since the beginning that any little tube that gets into the return line is the filling one. So let's put it the name. Filling. And I can put it in there. That's it. And there you go. If you're having problems and you really don't know how to identify your valves in your case, you can use the consult button in the app Drive Your Pool, and you can send me a video of your swimming pool, another video of your valves, and I will be glad to help you identify all of the valves of your system. Now you have identified all of your valves, and if you have more, you will have to do this a little longer, but this is the correct way so that you can get to know which valve corresponds to which accessory. And that's everything for this video. If you liked it, subscribe, because I upload one new video with the best info about swimming pools for you every week. See you soon!